Hey guys, so today we're making a chopped cheese sandwich. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So we're going to start by chopping up our toppings for our sandwich. And so I have some iceberg lettuce that I just washed and shredded. And then I am going to chop up one yellow onion. And then I am going to slice up some tomatoes. And so I'm just going to put this to the side so that it can be ready when our sandwich gets done. And so next I am going to cut my hoagie roll. They do call it a hero roll. And so this sandwich originated in New York. And so I've never actually had a chopped cheese, but it was damn good. So I don't know. I'm just going to use my cast iron skillet and grill my onions. And so I'm just seasoning my onions with some all-purpose seasoning. You want to keep it simple because you don't want the seasonings to burn on the onions. And so I'm just going to let those do this thing to the side. And then I'm putting some mayonnaise on my hoagie roll because I want it to get nice and toasty. And so that is a really great trick to use like some mayonnaise to toast your bread because it helps it to brown really well. And so I'm just going to toast this on both sides. And then I'm going to put my bun and stuff to the side so that it can be ready when I'm ready to assemble my sandwich. And so I just have some ground beef here. You could also use some frozen burger patties. That might be easier. And so I'm just seasoning it with some adobo, some garlic powder, and some all-purpose seasoning. And you want to make sure you season your food, guys. I don't care what seasonings you use. Just make sure your food is not bland. And so I did read somewhere that they typically use adobo seasoning and just some garlic powder. And so I'm just going to make sure both sides are nice and brown. And it's okay if it is crispy because you want your beef to be nice and crispy and nice and brown. And so now I am just chopping up the ground beef with my dough cutter, but you can use whatever works for you. And so I'm just adding in a little bit of oil because I want the beef to get nice and crispy and brown. And so I am going to add my cooked onions to this. And so this probably would have been a lot easier, like if you have like a griddle pan or something like that, so that you have a lot more room to just do all of this on one pan. But this is what I'm working with in my cast iron. It works for me. And so I'm just taking some of this meat out because I'm only making one sandwich because it's just me eating this. And so after I added my onions, I am going to go in with some American cheese. Yes, this is the good old Kraft singles because that is what you use on this sandwich, some American cheese. And so I just put some mayonnaise on my bread, and then I am going to add some ketchup, and then I'm just going to put this delicious cheesy meat on top of this bread. My roll did break in half, unfortunately, but again, if you have a nice griddle pan where you can do all of this in kind of one fell swoop, that would be perfect. But look at that, y'all. That looks so good. It was so good. It really tastes like a cheeseburger, but it's just chopped up. But anyway, and so now I'm going to add my toppings to it. So I'm going to add, well, before I do that, this is me struggling to, try to wrap this sandwich. But anyway, I'm going to put some lettuce on there, and then I'm going to add some tomatoes, and then I'm going to close this bad baby up and try, to wrap it tightly because this is a messy sandwich. I will say that, but it is really delicious. And so I'm just going to fold this over, and then I am going to legit try to wrap the sandwich up nice and tightly. And you can just eat it, wrapped up. But of course, I attempted to plate it after I wrapped it up, which was also a fail because the sandwich just kind of went all over the plate. But nonetheless, it was really delicious, you guys. I am just slicing this in half, and it's going to be nice and meaty and cheesy in the middle. I highly suggest making this sandwich, you guys. And if you're in the New York area, tell me how I did, because again, I've never had the sandwich, but I did my best. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.